Welcome to my video on how to calculate the volume of geometric solids. Why is it important to know the volume? Well, because the volume tells us how much space an object takes up, which is very useful in everyday life. Some examples will be how much water is in a fish tank, how much concrete is needed to pour a driveway, can all your stuff fit in 10 moving boxes, how much fuel does a gas tank hold, what size of medicine dosage should someone take. From construction, engineering, cooking, science, calculating volume helps us solve real-world problems and make informed decisions. Units of volume in the metric system, which is typically used in laboratory situations or in international standards, cubic centimeter, cubic meter, and then the liter would be typical. And the imperial or English system, which we would use in construction or household use, the cubic inch, the cubic foot, a gallon, or a quart. So the centimeter cubed, these are often used in school problems, and meters cubed are used in large objects like rooms or shipping containers. Liters and milliliters are used in fluids and connected directly to the volume. So 1 centimeter cubed is a milliliter, and 1,000 centimeters cubed is a liter. In a cube, the volume is 1/3, or is the side cubed. So each of these sides should be the same in a cube. So if a cube has a side of 5 centimeters, so the volume is 5 times 5 times 5, 125 cubic centimeters. In a rectangular prism or a cuboid, the volume is the length times the width times the height. So if we take the example where the length is 10, and then the width is 4 centimeters and the height is 3 centimeters, the volume is 10 times 4 times 3, which is 120 cubic centimeters. In a cylinder, the formula is equal to pi times the radius squared times the height. In the example of a soda can, the radius would be 3 centimeters, the height is 12 centimeters. So in this case, the volume is pi 3 squared times 12, which is pi times 9 times 12, which is 339.29 cubic centimeters, and that's rounded to 2 decimal places. In the case of a sphere, the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Taking the example of a ball, the radius is 6 centimeters. So the volume is 4/3 pi 6 cubed, which turns out to be 4 divided by 3 times pi times 216, or 904.77 cubic centimeters. In a cone, the volume formula is volume is equal to 1/3 pi times the radius squared times the height. So the radius, the height. So an ice cream cone has a radius of 2 centimeters and a height of 9 centimeters. So the volume is 1/3 times pi times the radius squared times the height. So it's 1/3 times pi times 4 times 9, or 37.7 cubic centimeters. In the example of a pyramid with a square base, the volume formula is 1/3 times the base area times the height, so it's this area right here, times the height measured from the center up to the apex of the pyramid. So a pyramid has a base of 6 by 6, so that's going to be 36 is the square centimeter area of the base, and then times the height, which is 10, so 6 times 6 is the area, and then we take the formula 1/3 times the base area times the height, which gives us 120 cubic centimeters. I hope you enjoyed this short video, got something out of it. If you did, give me a like, a comment, and subscribe to my channel. And there's more information in the description of the video. Thank you for watching.